Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 most liberal cities in Texas. Trying to find some of the best liberal parts of Texas is no longer the hassle it used to be. Texas offers a great quality of life across the state, and those who are moving to the area due to careers or just needing to improve affordability may be interested to know where the more progressive and liberal locations are. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 most liberal cities in Texas. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 most liberal cities in Texas. Number 10. Richardson. Amenities, luxury, and liberation are the best ways to describe Richardson, Texas. The rent in this area is significantly lower, reducing the cost of living to between 10 and 11% lower than the national average. The economy is continuing to grow, and the demographics in Richardson show a diverse community of the following races: white, African American, Hispanic, biracial. With so many public resources available, it is one of the more upscale suburbs with liberal thoughts and values. Number 9. San Marcos. One of the openly most liberal parts of Texas is San Marcos, which is not to be confused with the California location. San Marcos is a thriving liberal town with only 63,000 residents, and nearly 55% of those residents vote Democrat regularly. In San Marcos, organizations are openly working on improving the social inequalities for minority residents and building an all-inclusive town offering a Texas utopia. Home to Texas State University, this campus is known for making their voices heard, advocating, and being supported by the local community. It is one of the more expensive liberal areas of Texas, with the cost of living only being about 3% lower than the national average. However, the quality of life, access to resources, and booming economy keep residents in this town and others looking to make the move. According to the San Marcos Area Chamber of Commerce, the economy is the fastest growing in the region, and the city is moving to being the fastest growing nationwide. The economy in this area is thriving off of education, healthcare, and some of the local manufacturing plants that are right off of the interstate and into the city limits. Number 8. Corpus Christi. The population size of Corpus Christi is around 316,000 residents, and the average age group is between 18 to 45 in this community. This is a working-class atmosphere, and while it has a long history of being more conservative, the last decade has seen a shift in the community. As more people move to the area for aerospace and aviation manufacturing, more progressive lifestyles and ideologies have been adopted in the community. There is lots of work to take advantage of in these industries or others, keeping the unemployment rate lower than in other parts of the state. The weather in this area is some of the best in the state, and it offers a place for a high quality of life. There is lots of outdoor recreation, access to the coast, and other resources readily available to the citizens. With the Corpus Christi Naval Air Station right there, you will find many military families and an abundance of quality healthcare and education for those living in the area. The cost of living is 10% lower than the national average, so with this information and the resources available, this city should be on your shortlist. Number 7. Plano. While the statistics of Plano say that it is divided politically, the culture and atmosphere of the town make it one of the most liberal parts of Texas. Many of the reforms happening in the area are done through bipartisan leadership to improve the community and atmosphere for all residents. The demographics of Plano make up approximately 60% of white residents, but almost 35% is a total of Latino and African American races. The city has a beautiful blend of culture and is inviting to those of different backgrounds and lifestyles. The average rate for unemployment across the country is 6%, and Plano has an even smaller percentage of 5.5%. The job market has also increased, making it one of the fastest growing in the state. Number 6. Denton. Moving to a much smaller scale, Denton, Texas, has approximately 148,000 residents. It is predominantly white, but there are other ethnic groups represented, including African American, Hispanic, Asian American, and biracial groups. The political divide is more half and half with Democrats and Republicans, but the Republicans in this area are more progressive-leaning, making this one of the best liberal towns in Texas. The average income in Denton is $65,000, making it one of the more wealthy areas to live. Those living in the economy have careers in education, the automotive industry, or even healthcare. Some of the larger employers are Texas Health Presbyterian and Peterbilt Motors. Denton, Texas, is one of the fastest growing areas in Texas, which is attributed to the fact that it is easy to live here. While it may be high compared to Texas, in general, it is an area with more luxury, and compared to similar cities, it has a lower cost of living. If you are looking for liberal and luxury, this may be the right area for you. Number 5. San Antonio. While San Antonio has always been one of the few liberal towns in Texas, they have started doing more advocating for rights with the decriminalization of marijuana, abortion, and police brutality. The political map indicates that the entire city is not fully liberal, but some areas and populations are making liberal strides and are a haven for folks looking to relocate to this area. According to the national average, San Antonio is 8% lower, making it one of the most affordable places to relocate to in Texas. Housing in this area is one of the most affordable in the state, and you can expect some of the best rent rates. There are 1.45 million people in San Antonio, and one of the biggest contributors is telecommunications and telemarketing. Number 4. Fort Worth. Despite the city currently having a Republican mayor in office, Fort Worth is a pretty moderate and liberal growing city in the state of Texas. Liberal and progressive agendas are gaining popularity, and the folks moving to the area in the last 5 years have improved the Democratic percentage. This area has become more welcoming and a city for sustainability and LGBTQ+ friendly. Over the last year, the cost of living in Fort Worth, Texas, has grown about 2%, but the salaries in the area have increased to help accommodate this growth. This area is an extension of the Dallas economy and continues to house significant growth in the IT and industrial sectors of the community. They have a lower cost of living compared to Dallas, with the same expectations, so you can expect to live comfortably. Number 3. Houston. Houston is another city in Texas on the list that is more Democratic than Republican, but it is by a small margin. Many of the cities are some of the most liberal areas of Texas, and the city has a population of 2.3 million registered in 2023. Houston has one of the most diversified liberal areas of Texas. According to the U.S. Census, the demographics are listed below. White 46%. African American 23%. Asian 7%. Hispanic 44%. Of these different races, at least 11% are biracial, counting 2 or more of the races listed above. While Houston has one of the highest living costs in the state, it is relatively low compared to the rest of the country. Houston's economy is primarily based on the oil industry and other manufacturing, making it a Gulf Coast phenomenon for imports. Number 2. Dallas. One of the oldest and most popular cities in Texas, Dallas is like Austin, where there is just a light edge of Democratic voters over Republican voters. In the last presidential election, there were approximately 66% of Democratic ballots. Dallas has more than 1.3 million residents and a booming economy that offers careers in everything from education and legal services to manufacturing, information technology, and headquarters for some of the most well-known companies in the world. Some of the best healthcare facilities in Texas are located in Dallas. Baylor University Medical Center. Children's Medical Center, Dallas. Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital, Dall. The economy is growing at a gradual rate, averaging around 3% each year. The average income is almost $29,000 annually, and there is an affordable cost of living in Dallas compared to other major cities. Number 1. Austin. The political climate in Austin is slightly more Democratic than Republican on a 60-40 percentage scale. However, because the population is so high, thousands are more registered and voting Democrat than the others. Austin is now the 10th largest city in the United States as of 2023 data, with almost 975,000 residents recorded. Compared to Los Angeles, where many new residents have moved from, the cost of living is approximately 11% lower. There are lots of features in Austin that make it a desirable place to live, including the following: weather, quality education, lots of outdoor recreation, The economy in Austin is also in full swing. Most businesses are corporations, telecommunications, and manufacturing that supply jobs for most of the city. This area is only continuing to grow and attract new businesses with the influx of Californians making this their new home. So, which is your favorite cities among the top 10 most liberal cities in Texas? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite places among the top 10 most liberal cities in Texas in the comments below. I'd love to read them and I'm sure others would too.